In this video, you will learn what are the important skills of project managers, program management skills, and what are the qualities of a good project managers. Words of wisdom. To err is human. To blame it on someone else shows management potential. Most organizations divide large tasks into projects, each with its own goal, time frame. A project manager is responsible for coordinating and supervising all aspects of project completion, such as engaging stakeholders, handling team members, establishing and adjusting deadlines, prioritizing tasks, empowering staff, monitoring and planning workflow, facilitating communication, etc., etc. As you can see, a project manager's responsibilities are numerous and diverse, encompassing a wide range of skills and tasks. As a result, to perform their job well, effective and successful project managers should have a wide range of hard and soft skills. We'll go through some of the greatest project management skills in the following sections. Important skills of project managers. Hard skills a project manager must have. Negotiation. Interfacing between a client's or stakeholders' expectations and the realization of what a team can produce is an important part of the project manager's job. An effective product manager can bargain everything from costs to deadlines to the deliverable details in order to get everyone on the same page and approve of the same output and final product. You'll know you're doing well at negotiating if you can get your desired result, or at least a satisfactory result, from every negotiation you take part in without causing friction or antagonizing the person you're negotiating with. Technical abilities. While the specific skills required will differ with each project, a good project manager must have a firm background in the area of work her team is doing. For example, if you are in charge of a project development team working on an app, having some background knowledge and basic development skills is extremely beneficial. Consider the following. In a technical meeting, do I comprehend what my team is saying? Could I handle one of the team's technical tasks on my own? If this is the case, you can rest assured that you are succeeding at this difficult skill. Writing. A project manager must communicate extensively, much of which is done in writing. As a result, one of the most important project management skills is the ability to communicate effectively and accurately through the written word. One of the best methods to tell if your writing skills are adequate is to have a trusted coworker or superior evaluate an example of your work-related writing. It is clear, error-free, simple to comprehend and to the point. Organization. A successful project manager has to be highly organized, with everything associated with a project easily accessible and clearly labeled to keep a project operating smoothly and without anything failing through the cracks. If your team is constantly scrambling for something, misplacing important files and documents, or failing to meet due dates, it could be an indication that you have to develop your organizational skills. Setting priorities and goals. Any project involves a seemingly infinite number of tasks, but not all of them occur at the same time. It is up to the project manager to decide what is the top priority and which can wait a bit. The project manager must communicate with team members' priorities and link them to quantifiable team goals. Is your team always aware of the most important item to complete at any given time? Are your deliverables on schedule? If not, could it be because your team expended too much time on something less important? The replies to these questions indicates how strong your prioritization abilities are. Project planning. A project manager begins at the point A and wishes to get to the point B, with specific goals fulfilled and outcomes accomplished. Project planning determines how to get there. A good project manager should be able to devise a realistic, logical and effective plan to reach point B. If your project planning skills are strong, you'll always be ahead one step, ready for the future and aware of what's coming up next. Delegating. Each big project has milestones as it progresses, and the issue of when things need to be done and who will be doing each task when all lies under the realm of delegating and scheduling, which is the project manager's responsibility. A strong delegator ensures that every team member is always working on something that the suitable people are performing a task and nobody is overlooked. Simultaneously, the project manager must avoid being overly prescriptive, ensuring that everyone has sufficient details but also the flexibility to do their greatest project work, and that everything is well planned out ahead of time so that no last-minute changes are required. If you like this content, please subscribe. On my website, projectmanageriq.com, you can get the free templates for your project management needs as well as training based on my 544-page book, Project Management for Managers, Program and Project Portfolio Management in Banking. Please see the details below in the description. Budget administration. Every project has a budget, and it's the project manager's responsibility to ensure that the budget is not exceeded. As a result, budgeting is one of the most important project management skills, requiring a solid knowledge of maths, finances, and spreadsheets. If a successful project manager's projects regularly come in at or under budget, they know they're doing a good job budgeting. Soft skills communication. A project manager is the link between everyone involved in a particular project, and their capacity to convey vital information to all relevant parties is critical to the project success. A good communicator should be able to persuade others of their vision, reach an agreement, and know the most suitable channels. Leadership. One of the most crucial aspects of project manager's job is team leadership, which is a soft skill not everyone possesses. A strong leader can gain people's trust, motivate employees, obtain buy-in, make sound decisions, and accept responsibility for the team's successes and failures. Motivation. Motivating a bunch of people over a long time is such an important aspect of leadership that it merits its own section. Being able to encourage the team members to perform their finest work even while deadlines are tight and projects are difficult is an essential skill for any project manager to possess. You're doing motivation correctly if your team members start believing in the project and do everything they could to help it thrive because they want to, rather than because they're afraid of the consequences. Conflict resolution. Working together will inevitably lead to conflict. It's natural and usually not an issue, but a good project manager understands how to manage it. An effective conflict manager will be able to keep emotions in check and address issues as they arise, allowing the team to move forward and continue working towards the goals without hurt sentiments or major blowouts. They also realize not to avoid conflict, but rather to confront it head-on. Adaptability. No matter how well you plan, there will undoubtedly be things that go wrong along the way. An effective project manager is adaptable and agile, understanding how to take it in stride and make the required adjustments to keep the project moving forward despite unexpected problems. If your team can rapidly pivot in response to a deadline change, project specifics, or something similar, you're doing it right. Resourcefulness. You won't be always given each tool you require to complete a project successfully, but that shouldn't deter you. Strong project managers understand how to be resourceful and creative to solve issues. You will know you're resourceful if, instead of abandoning when confronted with a problem you're unprepared to handle, you become motivated to come up with a solution, although it involves a little elbow grease. Teamwork. A successful project manager is not only a team leader but also a team member. That entails being cooperative, collaborative, comfortable with to work and communicate with, and fair to others. In this job, there is no room for ego. This one is fairly simple to tell if you're doing it correctly. Does your team get along well? Do they have enough trust in one another to speak the truth, disapprove, or seek assistance? If they do, that means you're doing well. Influence. One last soft skill a good project manager should possess is the ability to motivate a group of people over whom you do not necessarily have authority to work toward a common goal. Influence necessitates the ability to establish trust, facilitate collaboration, and urge people to collaborate. It all starts with listening. Do you do it correctly? Do people react to your messages, show up to your meetings and offer feedback? Do they talk about potential roadblocks and offer suggestions to the team throughout the project, as opposed to spreading doubt or grumbling to others about the project? If people respond positively when you ask for assistance and collaborate with you in order to keep moving forward, you're using influence effectively. Personal characteristics needed in a project manager. Aside from particular hard and soft skills, some people have certain characteristics that make them highly suitable for the role of a project manager. If anything on this list appeals to you, being a project manager may be your calling. Proactive. Do you take initiative? Do you inquire rather than wait for answers? Do you possess a positive and when you might be sufficiently proactive to be a great project manager? Decisive. A project manager should be a leader, someone who people can look to for guidance when the path forward is unclear. A great project manager does not wait too long to make an ultimate decision when, if it is not ideal, best option. They understand that moving forward necessitates decisiveness. Visionary. Project managers cannot simply exist in the present. They must be able to look ahead, comprehend the wider context and vision success. Not just that, but they must be able to persuade others to believe in their vision. A project manager does not need a big vision, but it does help to have one so that you can provide clear decision and direction to others. Strategic. Project managers also have a specific goal in mind and know how to accomplish it. Successful project managers possess this strategic thinking required to arrive at the right answer to the challenges they face through a mixture of wisdom, intuition, and experience. Committed. Abandoning is not the choice for a project manager. Project is your responsibility and you must be able to complete it no matter what. This requires dedication, tenacity, and grit. Do you possess the qualities required of a remarkable project manager? If otherwise, can you come up with ways to improve and enhance the skills listed above? There is information and resources available. It is your responsibility to seize them. Click on the video card on the right to understand qualities of a good project manager. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. On my page, projectmanageriq.com, you can get free slide deck templates for your project management needs, as well as training based on my 544-page book Project Management for Managers. Program and project portfolio management in banking translated into 9 languages and counting. Please see details below in the description, which also states where you can buy my book and what's the best program and project management software (PPM).